Hey guys, this is Allison, and today I'm going to be doing my movie review for The Death Cure. Not for you. Let go. Let go. Sorry, that's my dog, Oliver. You can't really see him in the shot right now. Hi, I know, it's hard. Basically, this is going to be my review for The Death Cure by James Dashner. Basically, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. You cannot get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do. So I do have a 8-month-old Satyr Poodle, love of my life. That's who I'm talking to. But let's get started with this movie review. So basically, I read the Maze Runner trilogy. I read the books 4 years ago, fell in love with the books. I really enjoyed the books. I know some people don't like them, but I love the books. And so whenever you have a book to movie adaptation, it's kind of like there's really good adaptations and there's really bad adaptations. Really good adaptations, in my opinion, are obviously The Maze Runner, Hunger Games, and Harry Potter. I feel like those are 3 really good adaptations that we have gotten. Some really bad adaptations would obviously have to be Percy Jackson, Beautiful Creatures. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't the best. And those are the ones that I've seen. So that's kind of the bad ones in my opinion. So I was really hesitant because I was like, okay, Allison, normally I'm disappointed by the 3rd movie. I feel like Mockingjay was good, but it wasn't great. And Divergent was a travesty after the first one. So it's always kind of like a catch-22. But this movie, you guys, it surpassed my expectations. This movie was just so emotional for me because I loved these books. I read these books when I was in college. Come here, Oliver. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, so I read these books when I was in college and just fell in love with them. I loved how the main character, he has an anxiety disorder. I also, mental health was really close to my heart. So, I think that's great that we have that awareness and we have that representation for mental illness in books. I think that's so important. My favorite character would have to be Teresa. I love Teresa. She is my favorite character. My second favorite character is Minho. I love how he's a leader, but he's complex as well. The reason why Teresa is my favorite character is because I just feel like she has so many layers to her. She's strong, she's brave, she is tough. She keeps up with the boys. She's badass, but she's so morally gray, which is what I love about her. I love how she's not the stereotypical, oh, I need to be saved by a man. Oh, I'm going to be weak. I need a man in my life. Teresa's I don't need a man in my life. I'm a strong individual just by myself. And I love her relationship with Thomas. They were childhood friends, just kind of grew up together and whatnot. And I love her character. So seeing her in this movie was so emotional. Obviously, I'm going to talk about spoilers. So if you have not read the books or seen the movie, go watch it and come back. But now we're going to delve into spoiler territory. Teresa's death was probably one of the hardest deaths that I had to read about. For sure, for me, the hardest death, out of all the books that I've read, would probably have to be Triss from the Allegiant book. That was really difficult. Prim was difficult from Hunger Games. Finnick was difficult. But Teresa was definitely up there in my top 3. Definitely, it was just so hard because, she deserved so much better, and she tried so hard to do what she thought was right. And one of the themes that I love about these movies for the Maze Runner is that come here, is that they don't leave each other behind. They're determined to, be there for one another, support one another. They're not going to leave anybody behind, And I just love that about this movie. It's all about friendship and teamwork, and we're stronger together, and I'm not going to leave you. And I just thought that was beautiful. I thought the scene where, Thomas talks to her in the downtown Wicked area, and he's look, do you regret what you did to us? And she's I thought what I did was right. And then flash forward to the end where she talks about how, I tried, I'm sorry. She tries to do the right thing. And in her mind, turning them into Wicked was the right thing for her. it made sense to her, you know. But then she's like, you know, I tried to, you know, make amends and tried to do what was best and, you know, keep you guys alive. And I definitely think that the scene when they're on the roof, that is so emotional because they were so close. The helicopter was right there, literally so close. And Teresa sacrificed herself for Thomas. She sacrificed herself for Thomas. And that scene just like broke me. I was a mess in the theaters. One of the other things I loved about this movie is that the cast is so talented. I love Wes Ball, the director. He did an amazing job. And it's really rare to have the same director on all 3 movies. Like, that just doesn't happen. Whatnot. That just doesn't happen. Hey, come here. My dog's getting into all kinds of stuff. Life with a puppy. But I just love the cast. The cast is so talented. I mean, I really feel like they're just so talented, and a lot of these people I didn't know before. I've seen Dylan O'Brien in Teen Wolf, The Internship, The First Time with Britt Robertson, his girlfriend now. I've seen those movies, and Dylan O'Brien is so talented. Like, for someone who's never taken an acting class, like, in his life, it just, like, blows my mind. Like, he's just so amazing, and he just carried this film so well. This film, there was a delay because he had a terrible onset accident, and I'm glad that he's doing better physically. I know Dylan's openly talked about dealing with PTSD and his emotional experience and how he wanted to finish this film, and so I'm glad that he's doing better physically. You know, PTSD is it's a tough condition. It's tough, and it's tough to deal with and for people to understand. So I'm grateful that, he's healing physically and also healing emotionally, and I just loved how the cast was there for him. You know, they could have just casted somebody else, but they waited for him, and it just goes to show you, like, this cast is like a family. I loved the action scenes, the whole Newt, when he turns into a crank, that was well done. Like, well done, Thomas Brodie Sangster. Like, I thought that was just, it was superbly done. It could have been, like, cheesy and overdramatic, but it was real. And it was definitely emotional, you know, to see Newt die. I was never a huge Newt fan. I mean, I thought he was okay, but I liked other people better. So I just thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Like, the cinematography was amazing. I know they shot in Vancouver in South Africa. The soundtrack is amazing. The script is it's so close to the book, and for me at least. And I just thought this was a superb trilogy. I have not read the prequel. I don't really have any interest in reading the prequel. Whatnot, but I really enjoyed this movie, you guys. Definitely got an A for me. I just thought it was so well done, like, so well done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What was your favorite part of the movies? Who do you like? Like, who's your favorite character? Who do you guys ship? Obviously, I'm a big, Thomas and Teresa shipper. I never really liked Brenda, but I know a lot of people, like, love Brenda. I think that's what makes us so unique in this community, is that we all like different characters for different reasons, and that's awesome. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.